Acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval, how would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like
Definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty.
right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape.
Yeah, if you want to make, yeah, exactly.
It's like
Without your permission,
And you're not an actual star.
and they do it.
the lighting wasn't good or nothing.
Yeah, they're
It's
trying to make you just look bad. I wanted to be a dope documentary.
It gotta be dope.
Show who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, yeah, documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like that's petty behavior.
And I want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand
Right.
why that's like legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a
It seemed like
mockumentary. How
But
can it even be
they
called a
story that ill,
documentary?
you
though?
can
Because you call a documentary when it's not. When it's
once you become, if you're
If you
a
that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news.
do it.
You can be Google.
so do you think that it's wrong or not?
I
I'm
think
not
is
with
why
it.
wouldn't you want the person?
True.
Call us squatters.
Yeah, he called you guys squatters and said you guys owe $250,000. So is that true?
I don't know nothing about I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, so you guys have paid your rent.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. All right, now, to put it in perspective, though, you said
What?
you weren't taking aim.
No, we not making our podcast not going. We don't talk about people. We take things and internalize it. We was talking about, it was a general conversation about do people have the actual right to make a documentary about you, and how would you feel if it was you? But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like if it's smoke, it's smoke.
All right, well, here
We know
is
that. Yeah,
so
we know that. But everybody panties is in a bunch. Oh my God.
it doesn't feel like this is a big.
No, it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the thing is,
The
like,
intention was not to
if
come
you,
at him.
If you shooting and you saying they and these guys and you got a picture and I'm in the picture, I'm shooting back, and it's with whoever. It's
Okay.
with whoever, whenever, however.
We know.
Whatever.
We know.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on 50 Cent, taking it up to another level and going at Jim Jones, Maino, Fabulous, and Dave East once again as he hit the timeline last night. Saw the conversation that they had about his Diddy doc and felt that they weren't talking right as he called them squatters, said that they owed money on the space that they was using, calling them bums and things. Then he put up that clip right there that y'all saw in the beginning. Well, Maino responded right back after that, went directly at him. Then he went on the show today with Angela Yee and spoke on it some more a little bit. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the Let's Rap About It podcast with they show if you want to hear the full context of what they were saying about the doc. And then also Angela Yee right there as well, as not 50 Cent decided to go here with it and put this up on his page. I didn't have this on my list of things to do, but if you insist, I'll make time. I'm working on buying the space where you film and 50% of your podcast, and you know I don't cap at 50 Cent Action. Well, Maino caught wind of that and responded right back and said, why buy half the podcast when you can buy the entire thing and make it a full 100 cent? And he tagged at Let's Rap About It podcast. Now, 50 Cent is using this for marketing, saying that he will buy the show and things of that nature. I don't know how that would play out. I don't know if they're squatters for real and using this space that is like abandoned, as 50 Cent is claiming that. I guess maybe he's saying I got some inside info. I know where y'all at. Maybe he didn't look it up. I don't know for sure how all that, can't confirm none of that. Just for 50 Cent, he know what he doing. All this is marketing for him. This is what he does for 20-something years now in the game. I told y'all he came in this thing as a face and the brand of using the capital C's: controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, and confrontation to keep the algorithm in rotation. And we added crashing out to that situation. But these guys are not going to crash out. They're going to go back and forth. They know, even Maino, that's why he responded right away. I've got to capitalize on this moment. Now, Maino's in a situation right here because he really said, like, hey, 50, you a dude that helped me get into this game. There's like a possibility if without you, I wouldn't be here possibly today. You know what I'm saying? I got to give you that credit right there. But at the same time, I ain't finna back down and just let you run all over me or nothing like that, as they were talking about that documentary. They didn't say 50 Cent name right there. They didn't speak on, they didn't say his name, but when you bring up the doc in that same time frame of the Diddy doc that 50 dropped, you know, hey, bro, y'all talking about 50. And no matter how you try to sugarcoat it, slice the pie, and promote it, you're talking about 50 right there. He know it. When he see it, hey, they referencing me. Him already having the issues with Jim Jones in this situation, it most definitely made him say, you know what, I'm finna go at them right now, because they already had their little stuff earlier this year, the stuff with Yayo that popped off recently as well with Jim Jones. So he most definitely was looking for any opportunity that he could go at him. Why not use it right now? I'm hot. The Netflix documentary still going up, still being talked about. This is another way for me to trend. This is the game that 50 Cent is in, and he's always been in, and he ain't never left it. If you go back to the beginning part of his career, he's even got to that point where he took it more of like, I'm gonna turn it into the business side later on, with even the stuff he pulled like with Chameleon at one time. I always reference y'all back to where he threw him an alley-oop so they could get it to him back and forth, and then said, hey, let's take it to the front page. Now, some of these beefs that 50 be in, he really be having issues with the person, but he use it as a business tool as well. But some of them, it might not be that deep. I don't know about this one right here, but saying he gonna buy their spot, saying that he gonna get the building and take over the podcast. But Maino is like, hey, if you come at me, I'm going back at you. So it's just several layers to this at this point in time. New York got a lot of chaos going on right now. Maino probably like, hey, we came in the podcast game. We got to be ready for this on the internet. I didn't feel like they spoke on the documentary, no doubt about it, but they didn't completely just dog it out and go all the way insane on it. But when it's already tension there, you know how things go. Fab and 50, they had a little issue back in the day. They ended up doing music together. Everything was cool and straight with them. Dave East, I don't know what a situation is at or nothing like that. And Maino said itself like, hey, bro, you done brought me in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just getting on the internet and talking, man. 50 Cent got that mentality too. If you're around some people I don't like, you're dealing with people I don't mess with, hey, you can get up in there if I ain't locked in with you and stuff. So that's just what it is right now. And like I said, with the squatting thing, bro, I ain't gonna co-sign squatting in somebody's house, squatting in somebody else's situation. But if it's a abandoned building, hey, that is what it is. Get it how you live. If you can finesse it, finagle it, and then own the property, if it's already abandoned, ain't nobody claiming it, ain't nobody putting no use to it, hey, run it up off of that. That's just how I look at it. But I can't say that they squatting for show. A podcast is doing good though, regardless. Like, they been getting consistent numbers. The conversations be pretty cool, and that's a different type of audience because you looking at them as artists who've been in the game, their experiences and what they saying. Jim Jones' podcast is doing well also. He got his own podcast, and that is his space, if I'm not mistaken, that they are shooting at also, because he has announced that he had got a big studio to use, and he was going to have creative spaces there, podcast, barbershop, recording studio, and just one of them type of collectives under one roof. So we'll have to see how everything play out. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all at 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.